call at the restaurant saying that a tornado had hit the house, and I thought that they were kidding. I thought they were joking with me, just giving me a bad time.
You come in and you think, okay, what's wrong here? The tree covered the whole house from the back to the front, and there was a canopy even overhanging the front of the house because it was such a large tree. So when we came in, there was the living room and the dining room were fine, and the kitchen was fine. But our den where computers was the ceiling was caved in, the walls were caved in, and the rain was pouring down through the walls and the ceiling. Our upstairs, where our bedroom is, where it was, we couldn't get to it because the stairs were so filled with vermiculite and plaster and ceiling
And tree.
and there was a tree sticking through the wall of the stairwell. When our son Chris brought his friend, the architect, over, we talked with the architect about what we thought we wanted, and he offered to draw up some plans, but he brought Mark and his son over with him, Andrew I think it was, as advisors, and that's all it was.
Nice.
And so when we saw their character, and they weren't out banging on our door to get our business, we just decided we should ask them if they're willing to do this for us. And so that's how we started out with Mark. And that has been a really sweet journey. Mark would say, this is going to happen on this date. And I could count on it happening on that date. This is when we're coming. And I could count on it being at that time. And if it was going to be different, which wasn't very often, I'd get a phone call to say so. And
I mentioned the timeliness. When the work began, it just went great. The quality of the work was just above reproach. I mean, it was just phenomenal. When it was all done, we stand back now and we look at the house and we think, wow, we lived there? But if I was 40 years younger and I was looking at building a house, they'd build it for me. Yeah. And they wouldn't be just, doing remodels. They would, I'd have them do the whole thing. Yeah.
absolutely.